Hey, good morning. BJ and Joanna out and about on the recumbents. It's Black Friday, and as you can see, we are not shopping anywhere. And a lot of that has to do with the fact that A, we have no money, but B, Joe worked retail for like 45 years, so she wants nothing to do with Black Friday. Basically, according to the city and the state parks thing has a Fresh Friday, which means it's a Fresh Air Friday. So instead of howdy, instead of getting caught up at Walmart trying to beat somebody for a cashmere sweater, we're out in the fresh air. Bit cloudy this morning. Funny thing about it is, if you look back towards the west, all the clouds are gone. It's all blue and pretty, and but we're going east, so that means that we're in the clouds and the gray and the chill and all that silly stuff. But hope you all had an awesome Thanksgiving. We enjoyed ours thoroughly. We basically gather up a little bit of family that's still here in Colorado Springs and go to the Black Bear Diner, and they put on quite a spread. Howdy. Bump. Ugh. Yeah, because you can get, got it, thanks. You can get either turkey, ham, or prime rib dinner, and with all the fixings. So yeah, and it was nice to be around company. Most of it is one of Bob's girls. Their family lives here, and it's nice. They kind of share Christmas with us because none of our grandchildren or great-grandchildren, which we've got quite a few great-grandchildren now, none of them live anywhere near us. So they all live in, like Tennessee and Pennsylvania and Alabama and just a long ways away, sadly. But so that makes it so we can kind of have a bit of a family gathering since my mom passed away a couple of years ago. It'd be 3 years come February. And she was, the matriarch of the family, so she pretty much set up the big holiday gatherings. We just brought stuff to add to it. And but no, we had a good time. But now we're out to enjoying Fresh Air Friday. Of course, they want you to come to the state and national parks here in Colorado because they're free on Black Friday for Fresh Air Friday. But and the city parks, of course, they're always free. Even the ones where you go up into the mountains a bit, like up North Cheyenne Canyon, that kind of thing, at least the foot of the mountains, into the high foothills, if nothing else. But so we're on the Rock Island Trail. Used to be the tracks for the Rock Island Rocket. Yeah, from Chicago to LA every day. But that's long been gone. Now it's just a really nice rail trail. One of the only 3 rail trails that we have here in Colorado Springs. Most of our trails are strictly urban. And this one basically heads, well, it heads east to Powers Boulevard, almost to Powers Boulevard. It stops, it dead ends in a cul-de-sac that's hooked to a little access road that goes along Powers Boulevard. Someday they're supposed to either tunnel over it or bridge, tunnel under it. Tunnel under Powers Boulevard or bridge over Powers Boulevard, so you can continue the trail, which does go quite a ways out east. Actually, it actually goes clear out to the well, it used to be a little tiny, village, but now basically it's just part of Colorado Springs. It's like a suburb. And good morning. Thank you. But yeah, this is also kind of the extreme southern reach of the Austin Bluffs. As you can kind of see, they've got some of the rock formations that make up the Austin Bluffs down here. We're going to keep going unless you need it right now. Do you? Okay. All right, well, we've come to our first stop. We have a little stop here we like. All right, well, we'll get back at you. Bye for now. Okay, well, we're back on our way. Continuing on the Rock Island, heading towards Powers Boulevard. Yeah, I don't know the name of the little access road. I just call it the access road. But eventually, I guess what's supposed to happen is that they're going to make a bike lane down the access road, and then the bike lane will take you to a little, you'd be going south along Powers, and then eventually somewhere they're going to have, like I said, either go under or go over, so you can continue. Because right now it's a real pain. You either have to fight a real super tight little dirt trail to get over to Constitution Place or something like that, and then on to Constitution Avenue, and go across that way, and then you have to use the bike lane on Constitution to get you to where you could hook up to the all dirt Rock Island Trail out of the little village or suburb of Falcon, Colorado. It used to be its own little independent town, but I'm pretty sure now it's been swallowed up by Colorado Springs. So there used to be quite a bit of, distance between Colorado Springs and Falcon, but not anymore. That's the biggest area of growth here in Colorado Springs is out east, because we've kind of run into everything up north. We're almost into Monument already. And oh, we got some horses. Cool. Some white horses. Those are cool. I like the horses. Horses are cool. Good morning. Oh, there's some more horses. or a horse, I should say. Yeah, there's 2 more folks on their horses. Oh, cool. Yeah, these trails are multi-use, so they're used by walkers, dog walkers, bikers, trikers, horsey people. I guess technically they're called, what are they called? I can't think of the fancy name. Oh, equestrians. Yes, equestrians. But we just call them horsey people. Gratuitous Jolyn shot.
Those are great.
Yeah, it's a tough camera. It takes pictures of me all day. You know it's tough. But yeah. Yeah, we're not trying to, you know, get any big killer mileage or anything today. We're just tomorrow, well, our whole weekend is going to be very ugly. Yes, very ugly. It's only going to be in like the low 30s tomorrow, with a chance of that evil 4-letter word snow by late afternoon. And then Sunday's only supposed to be in the high 20s. That's too cold for Joe and I to be out on the trikes. So we're trying to get in a ride today, and yeah, it's probably going to be, oh goodness, it's going to be a few days before I can do another video, because we got a cold snap, which we can't really complain much because, well, we can, but won't do us any good. But we've had a really nice November. I mean, really nice. So, you know, winter is here. You know, you got to take it in the shorts, as they say. But, yeah, we're hoping that, you know, it looks like it's going to start, you know, getting back up at least to the mid-40s, you know, by like Joe's birthday on December 3rd, which will be good, because we usually take ourselves out to dinner for our birthdays. Well, we're going to, that's a little muddy, but it doesn't look too bad. We'll go over to this end. Try to stay out of the mud. And we'll actually go all the way to the cul-de-sac. You can see that nice blue sky back there. Although it's starting to gain some more clouds. But they're kind of the big white puffy, so we should be okay. Because it's supposed to hit 57 degrees today. Got a big old dip here. Yeah, it's supposed to hit 57 degrees today. But that probably won't be till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and then it would be dark at 4. So that doesn't do us much good. But we had to get, you know, if we're gonna ride, we had to get out in the chill. But we've got, you know, we've got our fleece jackets on underneath the windbreakers, you know, so we're in good shape. Yeah, we're coming up to the end here. This is the end. The end, my friend. And a severe bump. Oh, lump, 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 lump. You get Joe coming down the lump there. There you go. And this is the, you know, the little side street that one day they'll put a bike lane in, and we'll end up being able to keep going. But that's the end of the Rock Island Trail as you head east. Now I got to get back over this hump, so I got to hit it with a little speed and go. Oh, man. All right. Yeah, as you can see, you know, the old peak's lit up nicely, man. Got puffy white clouds above it. Got a bit of snow. over the last few days up in the mountains. They'll be getting a lot more over the next 4 days, and at least the next 3 days. Yeah, it'll start to, she'll have much more of a white cap pretty soon. Yeah, we don't know why they won't take this old dirt trail, you know, somebody, you know, made one time in their life, I guess, and you know, just, you know, concrete it, take it all the way up to Constitution. That way you could get across at least, and because across Constitution has a lot of good, you know, restaurants and stores and things like that. This is this little path I was talking about. It takes you over to like Constitution Place, and then that'll take you over to Constitution Avenue, but it's just barely wide enough for the trikes. We've done it a few times, but it is a bit of a pain in the butt, and if it gets rained on at all, it turns into a gigantic mud puddle. Yeah, so we're not going to mess with that today. So we're back on what we like, concrete. Yeah, I know, we're wimps. What can I say? I have thought about putting a Schwably GT365 back on the trike, so, you know, we could, you know, maybe do a little more of now that we have e-assist, see if we could get all the way up to Monument without too much trouble. Because the last time we did it, we didn't have e-assist, and every time the gravel got, you know, like deeper than an inch, man, these trikes just stopped dead. I mean, just stop, dead stop. So, but we noticed, we went out to Ice Lake, which is on the same trail. It's the new Santa Fe Trail, they call it. And we went out as far as Ice Lake, which is a fishing pond for the Air Force Academy. And because we had the e-assist, we were able to get up the slick hill, you know, the slick dirt hills, and we could just kind of power our way up them. So we hopefully, you know, that'll mean so when we get on certain spots of the trail that head towards Monument and Palmer Lake, we'd be able to you know, power through the little deeper gravel areas. But yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to head back to Academy Boulevard, and then we're going to head up to our favorite gas station convenience store, the Maverick. Well, one of the Mavericks. There's several of them here. Howdy. And get us probably a hot tea today. It's still kind of chilly. And we got the big, well, this isn't the big hill yet. This is the small downhill. So it's going to get a little bumpy because we're going to hit some pretty good speed. Not real heavy with this one. The next one's the fierce one. Oh boy. Hello. Oh damn. That was my camera. And it broke. Oh crud, man, my six man, that hit the ground hard. It might be dead. Well, we'll get back to you. Bye. Hey, just wanted to explain what happened and why we had to shut down so fast. As you can see, this is the, my GoPro 6, and it snapped right there. Yeah, here's the mount on the bike itself, and you can see it just snapped. I've always been a little worried about the plastic, because it's just plastic, the stuff that comes with the camera. So I'm going to have to talk to Angletech and see if they can help me come up with some a metal version, for the camera, because luckily the little old GoPro 6 is tough as nails, man. It's still working. So yeah, I just wanted to do a quick explanation, let you guys know what happened. Okay, we'll get back to you. Bye. Okay, well, we're back. We're done with our lunch at the Maverick station, and we're on the Academy, I guess you call it the Academy Bike Path. Well, Academy Boulevard Bike Path. It's a very short path. It only goes from Constitution up to right at the I can never think of the name of that street. Never. It's an odd one, but yeah, it only goes up to Palmer Park basically, and but it makes for a nice easy way to get from Constitution up to the Maverick convenience station. It's kind of neat because it's all twisty and stuff. Instead of putting a straight sidewalk through, they made it all curvy and stuff for some reason. But yeah, as you can see, the sun we finally came back the right way, so at least we have a little sun now, which is a lot more than we had before. So yeah, like I said, today we stopped and got a hot tea. Nice hot English breakfast tea, as they call it. They have a lot of really weird flavors, which some folks really like, but we're kind of plain. We either like a plain green tea, or we like a British breakfast tea, which is basically just a plain black tea. That's kind of what we enjoy. Yeah. But yeah, so I just wanted to say thanks for coming along. And like I said, it's probably going to be a few days before I can get us another video, because our weather is definitely going to take a turn for the worse. But like I said, we've been very fortunate, except for maybe a couple of days out of the whole month of November, and about the last half of October too. The first half was kind of crummy, but the second half was really good. So we've had about almost 6 weeks of really decent weather. So now it's finally running out at the end of November. So you got to cut it slack. It is Colorado, therefore, and begrudgingly we do need the moisture, which is a bummer. Well, we don't, because we live in an apartment. We don't have any lawn. And the landlord kind of lets the bushes go el natural. So they seem to get enough to survive. Now we're coming up on Constitution Avenue, and the Rock Island Trail goes right along the avenue. So yeah, we're just waiting to cross here. It's one of those real long lights. But yeah, that probably means till I can figure out another way to mount this, probably means a fairly shorter videos, which you guys may like anyway. Watch out, Joe, there's a car coming. Okay, yeah, let's just gotta make sure he's gonna stop. But yeah, because the only bad thing about the GoPro Mini, it's a GoPro 11 Mini, is that it has an internal battery, and the internal battery makes it so that you you have to take it offline and recharge it instead of just throwing another battery in it. Now, you guys can say hi to Stuart there. That's Joe's wingman. I have a little Groot, or baby Groot, according to, I guess it's technically baby Groot. Yeah, as you can see, you can see Old Pikes Peak up there. Like I said, we're back on the Rock Island. Not sure where we're going to head after the Rock Island, but yeah, there's a company called TerraCycle, Terra Cycle, and they make all kinds of really cool, weird attachments for recumbent trikes, or recumbents, period. But mostly for recumbent trikes, it seems, and they've got some pretty, unique, universal stuff. So I'm hoping that, hoping the guys at, well, the guys and the gal, got to put Jackie in there, at Angletech can come up with something, that's all, aluminum, or, all metal. Because the other thing I kind of, I needed to go a little higher, because you could still see my, the tips of my toes. But I was afraid if I put any more little, because all I have is like pieces, they don't make a tall one attachment. And these trikes do vibrate a bit, especially because we don't have front suspension. So yeah, darn it, I'm just impressed that that GoPro 6 took a hit. It's got a couple of Mars in a couple of places on the body and stuff, and just on the top, the real edge of the lens. But the lens itself is good and it works fine. Amazing cameras. Yeah, this is one of those lights that is just not in the right place. Yeah, another bad thing about the minis is that they don't have a screen on the back. So for me to find out if I am actually recording, I have to look up top for the blinking light. It's too bad they couldn't have put one on the back side there. Hello, thank you. Now we're gonna make a pit stop over here at the dollar store, trying to find out if we found a couple of really cute, cheap little the little gnome things, the little gnome men and women for fall, but we don't have any for the Christmas time, So we're gonna see if they've got any. Plus, we need to pick up some batteries because our front blinking lights run on battery, and then of course my main front light is a battery light too, where Joe's is a USB, and I could probably use to replace the batteries in that one too. Been quite a while. Yeah, like I said, I don't know where we're going to end up today, but we definitely had to get out today because basically the front's supposed to come through and then off the mountains by tomorrow afternoon, and it's only going to be 30 something tomorrow. And usually if we got a front coming in, that means it's breezy too. So 30 in a breeze is too cold. Yeah, I know they make gear, but we just can't afford it. Sorry. You know, that good Gore-Tex stuff, you know, that high-end stuff that you know, I mean, it's bad enough when I was looking up jackets, you know, on performance bikes, which on the internet, which used to be have some, you know, cheaper clothes. Now, you know, a windbreaker is $100 now. You know, it's like, yike! I think we paid like $20 for our windbreakers. So, all right. Well, as you can see, we're headed into the parking lot here. Oh, bounce, bounce, bounce. So we will get back to you. Bye for now. All right. Well, we're back, but almost at the ending. We had to make a stop off at Safeway and pick up a couple things. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. Sorry. Whew, that came out of nowhere. But yeah, I just want to say thanks for coming along again. And we'd appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, and share this video or any of our videos. Please let anybody you know about our channel, Out and About on the Recumbents with BJ and Joe Ando. And we would really appreciate that. Just want to say big thanks to our subscribers. Y'all hung in there with us for all this time. Someday we're going to give you some really different stuff. But till then, I don't know. You just have to hang in with us for the same old stuff. All right. So, yeah, we're on the Shooks Run Trail. And you've got your kickstand down. Howdy. Hello.
Hello.
Howdy. Hello. Guess that guy didn't realize, but he had his kickstand down. I don't think he got it. But yeah, so we're picking up just this little bit of Shooks Run, and then we're back to our part of the Rock Island, heading back to the apartment. And again, I hope you guys all had a really good Thanksgiving. And so now it's on to the next one. You know, we got Christmas coming up, so. And of course, you know, for the others, you know, there's Hanukkah and Hanukkah. There's two different pronunciations. And let's see, Kwanzaa gets celebrated this month. I believe Ramadan is celebrated this month. So to whatever you subscribe in your spiritual life, we just want to say, we'll kind of put it all together for now and just say happy holidays, because that way it covers everybody. Not just howdy. Yeah, I know some people don't like happy holidays, but like I said, that way it covers everybody. We like to include everybody. And if there's a religious holiday that you celebrate, you know, and we didn't list it, well, leave us a comment. When you're watching the video, especially on your phone or your computer, you can actually leave a comment in the comment section, and I try to answer all the comments. So, you know, leave the information of your holiday in there, and if not, you know, hey, just want to ask a question, or you know, tell us a joke, whatever, you know, just just put it in the comments, because we appreciate the comments. You know, good or bad too. You know, if there's something you didn't like, let us know. See if we can fix it. I'm afraid I actually need to gear up one, but I'm going to be going downhill here pretty soon, so I'm not going to bother. But as you can see, as John Denver's song says, the sun is slowly fading in the western sky, although it's quite bright at the moment. That's as bright as it's been all day, right there. And I'm seeing a lot of people. There wasn't very many bicycles till right now. So it got sunny, so people got off work and jumped on their bike because it was nice. Howdy? But yeah, like I said, this is the Rock Island, part of the Rock Island Trail, known as the Rock Island Connector. And we live right at the end, kind of the corner here of Rock Island Trail and the Pikes Peak Greenway, going either north or south. Kick this up here. All right. So, yeah. Howdy. All right, we got to check for the cars. Don't see none. Zip. Okay, back up to the old apartment building. Come on, come on. Hey, Chris. That's our neighbor. Yeah, so bring you right up to the, this is a convalescent intensive care clinic. I wait for this car to back up here. Howdy. All right, so we're going to cruise right into the front part of our apartment complex. Ugh. Okay, well, BJ and Joe Leonardo out and about on the Recumbents. Till we come together next time, happy trails. Bye.